It's Mac the Guru. This is my review for Snowfall Season 6, Episode 1 and 2. Boy, I'm so excited my show back on, dog. Y'all know this is my favorite show that I review. At least one of them for sure, because the story means so much to me because it affected me so much. And shout out to everybody on the north side of St. Louis. They did mention St. Louis in episode 1. Now, I'm recording this before episode 2 come on. I'm going to have my episode 2 review on the back end of this. But this before I see that. Bruh, Uncle Jerome just beat this girl brains out. Like he wasn't playing no game. I did not expect that at all. Like, once he hit her, I'm like, okay, I seen that coming. But not pistol whip her, have her bleeding on the street like that? That was wild. He straight not playing. Then Buckley brought them other cops. I know they like, bruh, what you got me into? You could see on the cop's face, like, hold on, we ain't come here for this. We ain't know it's gonna be like this. They probably grabbed them two cops. Hey, y'all want to make some money real quick? Them cops was like, yeah, we can make some money. But they ain't know what they was getting into. Because Uncle Jerome straight ain't playing, man. And the saddest thing is, I think Franklin in the right. I don't know if it's just me. Is it just me? Make sure y'all subscribe too if this y'all first time here. Because I do All American, Power Book 2, Power Book 3, BMF, all of those shows, industry. And then we do movie reviews and reactions too. But dog, I don't know if it's just me, but I think Franklin's straight in the right, and Aunt Louie is straight dead wrong for what she doing. She got Uncle Jerome beefing with his nephew, like his sister is his mama. This is his nephew, because of what she did. It was her, bruh. She betrayed Franklin. That's what happened. I know they went back and forth for years and all that, but she did the ultimate betrayal when she went to Teddy. So now Franklin just want his work back, and he want the big connect. Like, you can't just go behind his back and just it be all good. And when they had that conversation, and Franklin said, "Oh, it was cool when y'all was messing me over, but now I mess y'all over. It's a big problem, and you want to hit people." And I mean, he just beat the living crap out of that girl. So I think he dead wrong for that. Now, it's so much other stuff that went on in episode 1 where it's like, yo, I don't even know what to go to next. But I'm gonna touch on Sissy because, bruh, her performance, that speech she gave Franklin to go see Ruben, was amazing, dog. Like, she talked about her feelings when his father got snatched up. Like, she gave a wonderful performance. That was the performance of episode 1. That scene right there. And it was a lot of great scenes. Don't get me wrong. I mean, between that and Uncle Jerome's scene. But those two scenes was just powerful. And they was like back to back too. So salute to her for that. And we know Franklin gonna be getting up with Ruben in episode 2. Remember, I ain't seen episode 2 yet. Y'all gonna get that on the back end. Now, another thing I really liked about this episode was the intro. They talk about how it's an epidemic in the country. Then we see the young girl. She see her father that done got knocked off. Like, come on, man. We just see how the dope game then affected the community in so much different ways. And I'm going to let y'all in on the little secret. See, this is what people don't know. In the 40s, heroin hit the black community. In the 80s, was crack. It's every 40 years some big dope hit the black community. Guess what, y'all? It's the 2020s now. Something about to come. So if you out there right now and you listening to me and you one of them goofies that'll just take any party drug, because remember, crack started as the party drug. You just, oh yeah, this what everybody doing, and lose 20 years off your life. It's gonna come again. Watch, I guarantee you, every 40 years they hit us with something else. So just be prepared. Tell your peoples that they might get hit with something if they one of them goofies that'll try anything. Now, one thing in episode 1 that messed me up was the dude D. I mean, Leon, he gone, but D done stepped up. Man, he gonna tell Uncle Jerome exactly when Franklin drop happening. He got that girl pistol whipped. He was flirting with him. I mean, if you could call what he was doing flirting. I don't know where he got his game from. Like, dog, I'm like, yo, why he trying to flirt like that? And then the drop happened. Look, Uncle Jerome didn't do nothing to him at the drop, but soon as they leave, they incident happened. And it's all because he just gave up that information willy-nilly. I'm like, why you tell him that? You know it's going to be issues. You ain't trying to get in the way of the family and their issues or get in between. You don't need to be giving no information like that out. So that was one part that just, I'm like, come on, dog. Now, going forward, it's a few characters I'm looking forward to seeing. One is Peaches, because they brought up Peaches, so I can't wait to see Peaches. No, he didn't ran away. Shout out to D-Ray. But then I also can't wait to see Leon, because he didn't ran to Africa. So they say maybe he ain't make it all the way. I know eventually he gonna have to come back in this season. Come on, man. They can't do season 6. No Leon. And then I can't wait to see Kane. Because remember, Kane is the big boogeyman. And he laid up. He sedated. They say, yo, he back sedated. So, I can't wait for him to rise. And then he gonna be Uncle Jerome and Aunt Louie head. And what's crazy is Franklin and Uncle Jerome now, they might make up by time Kane come back, and then there's gonna be a whole other issue for him. But I can't wait to see it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this first episode. Remember, I'm gonna do episode 2, and both of these is gonna come out as one video, because I ain't gonna milk it and be doing a bunch of videos. I know people do that, but I ain't gonna do that. Now, before I watch episode 2, I also want to say, bro, they had some fire commercials. Got to see the Creed 3, the special look. Got to see the Tupac commercial. I'm going to be reviewing that Tupac. You know I feel like he the GOAT. If you watch any of my reactions, I got 3 people behind me. A picture of Pac, in the middle, a picture of Randy Moss, and a picture of Kobe, dog. You know how I feel about Tupac. But they were showing that. And then they showed John Singleton, too, which was dope because, he started with this show. So I liked all those. But I'm going to be right back after I see episode 2. Bruh, this really reminded me why Snowfall be sitting at the top. They leave every episode. The ending of every episode be so fire. Like, Uncle Jerome then slapped Franklin all around. And Franklin, he did call Aunt Louie a trick. But she is, though. Uncle Jerome a sucker for love, though. And I don't think it's going to go good for Uncle Jerome, man. Like, I'm going to make a prediction in my preview. My first prediction, I might do a separate video. And I think it's 2 ways how Uncle Jerome going to go out. I don't think he going to survive. He was one of my favorite characters, especially at the beginning, because he reminded me of my uncles. Now, towards the end, with all the sucker for love stuff, I ain't, nah. That ain't none of my peoples, but he's siding with his chick over Franklin. And I just believe Franklin right in the situation, man. But it was so much going on, and it was so many great scenes. But then I also got reminded this episode, Snowfall will really put some goofy stuff in each episode too. Like, remember last season they had the tiger running around in the hood? You like, why is this tiger running around? Bruh, the opening scene for this episode, Priscilla is running away from Ruben, and she jumps, or not even jump over a gate. I think she was just running. And this was after she hopped over the gate. She just falls down the hill and hits her head on the tree. So the whole time, we thinking Ruben got Priscilla. She ain't even got captured. She was trying to get away, fell, and hit her head on a tree. It was knocked out for the night. Like, come on, son. You can't make this up. Then she get up walking. The cops probably thought she was out there being a prostitute, probably. But her head bleeding. They literally like, okay, your head bleeding. They put a little Band-Aid on it and put her in jail. I'm like, dang, so this where she been at. Okay. Of course, Teddy, he go gets her. This a chick that he really like. Because remember, his boss was asking him about her. He like, you ain't got to worry about her. He trying to get back good and be back legit. He not even legit and be doing all this stuff. But that scene was hilarious. Now, Teddy also figured out about Ruben. And he didn't figure out Ruben is on him. And then Gustavo figured out exactly who Ruben was. Remember them from a picture with them being at the wedding, and then Gustavo, he lost his family. Look like they didn't left, which is cool. They need to get away because all type of craziness going on. Now, Gustavo did get to meet with Franklin, and Franklin let him know, like, yo, you give me Teddy, I'll tell you who he is. But the truth is, yo, if he give him Teddy, Gustavo really don't gotta, really worry about this. This dude want Teddy. Everybody really want Teddy. The cops want Teddy. This dude want Teddy. And I gotta be 100. Gustavo, the dude that's playing him, is acting great. Because when I was watching him be an informant, I'm like, this boy is a straight informant. Like, all his actions is just like, yeah, this dude is straight informant now. And it's just funny seeing him be an informant, because I never would have thought that if you'd have told me a few seasons back that this dude gonna be an informant. But he is. And also, if you was listening to me earlier, well, if you heard, I know you was listening to me earlier when I was doing episode 1, I was talking about Kane when he wake up. If Uncle Jerome and Aunt Louie and Franklin, if they make good, bruh, he still gonna want Aunt Louie. And that's exactly what happened. They ain't made good, but Franklin didn't give them, and that's who he want. Like, that's gonna be a whole issue, and they gonna have to figure that out before he just start hitting everybody. Now, I will be making other videos on Snowfall throughout the week, so make sure you subscribe. But I'm gonna wrap this video up after 3 things. 1, 2 great scenes, and then one thing that I thought about Veronica, because I ain't talked about V this whole review. But the 2 great scenes that I need to touch on is, 1 was Gustavo and Franklin when they met. I like that scene because it's a callback to Franklin being a fan of him with the wrestling. So they meet at the wrestling match. That's how you put a callback into an episode. That's how you supposed to do it. Some subtle, and only people that's real fans gonna know about that. What you don't do is make them say some old cliche thing that they were saying in season 2, because it's like, it become cringy. A cringy callback. They did it classy. Just put it there. We know because we fans, but everybody, if they just picked this up, they wouldn't get them at the wrestling match. Now, that was dope. But then also, Scully, boy, is hilarious. Shout out to Buddy that play him too. He been one of not my favorite, but he been a dope actor since I seen him in The Woods. That's one of my favorite movies. Probably between that and Boomerang. But yeah, he's a dope actor, and that boy is crazy as it gets. Everything about him just scream crazy. But dope actor. That scene was dope. Now, with V and her mama, bruh, her mama's smart. And I get it. She pregnant. But, man, I'm not convinced. I feel like how I feel about Aunt Louie with Uncle Jerome. Like, I don't trust Aunt Louie with Uncle Jerome. I don't trust V with Franklin. Just some of the looks she be giving it. I'm like, ugh. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they hit him with this ain't even his baby for real, and she been playing him the whole time. Something like that. Like, I just don't trust her. I know he done opened up to her, and hopefully she good. I'm hoping she good, but just be watching her and her facial expression and all that. I'm like, I don't know, man. But y'all let me know what you think about V. What you think of these first 2 episodes. Man, I'm so happy Snowfall back, man. It's Mac the Guru. If this your first time here and you done listen to me break down both of these episodes and you ain't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Everybody click that like button, man. That's how they push these videos. I appreciate your support. And as always, y'all be easy, be safe, peace.